Here we have question 1 of exam 2, part 2. And if we activate the green push button, it's gonna activate the first subroutine or the second. And then when we close this switch right here, it's gonna start our preset, and then it's gonna start spelling out the word green in Morse code. And how I set it up is the dash is equal to 3.5 seconds, and then the period is equal to 2 seconds, just so they could be different. And then I put a gap in between each of the dashes and the periods, and I'll show you guys right now in the binary table. And the space, I put it so it could be a second long. As you can see in my timer over here, after each dash or period, there's 1 second, and there's a total of 20 steps to spell out green in Morse code. And then it resets. And then if we go back to our main program, and if we close this guy over here, it's going to activate it. It's going to activate the U4. So if we go to our second subroutine, third, and if we close the switch, preset, it's going to spell out red, and it's the same thing. The dash is equal to 3.5 seconds, and the period is equal to 2 seconds, and there's also a 1 second space after each dash or period, and there's a total of 13 steps. Turn off them. Yep. And then if we go to our table, what did we do here? So here's the table I used. 0 is the green light. And then I skipped over to B325 just so I could not confuse myself. And then the 1 is the red light. 13 steps, so we start at 37. It should be 12. And then, as I said before, I had 3.5 seconds for the dash, and I had a 10-second space in between each of them. Or not 10 seconds, 1 second, excuse me. And then the period is worth 2 seconds. And that's for the green. Here starts the red. Yep, that's my program. And then I have my return for both.